8:05. It is now 8:05. All right. Okay, so this is your GSP Thursdays, and we are gonna do a presentation. And none other than Roger Thomas is gonna be giving you that presentation. Roger, are you there? Are you on?
I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so this is we would like to call this GSP Thursdays. Roger, I'm gonna let you run with it.
All right, everyone. That is my brother Warren. We are not only brothers, but we are actually in a group together called Naturally 7. You can check that out online, have some fun, YouTube it, Google it, whatever you'd like to do. We've had the blessing of traveling around the world, 67 countries, 48 states.
Gonna change that soon. About to change that.
Yeah, Alaska. We've got Alaska coming up. When's Alaska, Warren?
Alaska is in June, I believe.
June is Alaska, and hopefully we'll get to Hawaii sometime really, really close by. That way we've got all 50 states all covered up. 67 countries has blessed us, from Carnegie Hall to Madison Square Garden, Royal Albert Hall. We've been blessed over the last 24 years doing what we love to do. Anytime we get a chance to do a master class with kids, which one we just had a chance to do some, where were we just at? Just did a beautiful.
Just in Atlantic City.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Beautiful master class. We tell kids, whatever you choose to do in life, do what you love to do. You might just never work a day in your life and never have to say, thank God it's Friday. If true. Only people would make that decision. And speaking of decisions, ladies and gentlemen, Warren said it's GSP Thursday night. Man, by the time we finish, it's got to be GSP every night. Got to be GSP every night. I'm excited about this one. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. We are going to make some discoveries. I don't even care if you've actually, you're in GSP, you're still every day going to make discoveries about the company. I sure am doing exactly that. One of the reasons I'm in this space, and I do believe that this space was created to bless us. When I speak about this space, I am speaking about blockchain technology. I'm speaking about crypto. I'm speaking about investments. I'm speaking about decentralized bank activities. I believe that this space was created to bless us. Being a musician that I am, singer, songwriter, producer, I have gotten used to doing something once and getting paid again and again and again. Honestly, guys, I'm telling you, it's really, really hard. Once you play the game of chess and really know what you're doing in chess, it's really hard to go back to checkers. It really is. So once you do something once and get residual income, a royalty, anything that allows you to get paid again and again from doing something once, man, that's addictive stuff. You might not want to just trade time for money again if you can help it, right? So my philosophy in this is I've seen a lot of good things. I've had a lot of success, even going back to the 90s when I first got involved in this thing called network marketing. Oh, there's so many things I love about it. There's things I don't like about it too. But there's things I love about it, right? And I'm a people's person, and I got a little taste of it back in the 90s. Two particular companies that are still here today. Do you understand how long that ago? That's what it's like 40 years, right? Wow, they're still here today, right? So I have always been looking like, one day I hope I will find a company that's going to stand like some of those companies that I saw back then. But I left to go into the music business, as I told you. And basically, the music business has been really, really good to me. 2020 was a little bit different. I don't have to explain why. That's just something I can say. Doesn't matter if I'm in India, I could be in Brazil, France, doesn't matter. I say 2020, we all know what we're talking about. It was a worldwide crisis. I was at home. The beautiful thing is I got a chance to spend time with my beautiful wife, my children that I love dearly, and it was beautiful. And it was beautiful. And then my wife said, what are we going to do though? What about, what about income? And I had some royalties from things that I've done, but the actual live music was my mainstay. So it was a good question. I figured, we wait about 6 months, wait a year. Then I realized that this thing may never end. And so I got involved in the networking part of things again, working from home. The whole Zoom revolution took place, and created a place called The Porch. Right now we're off Porch, but it's a beautiful place. And GSP is something that we're probably going to be bringing there real soon. You know what the philosophy is? It's Ecclesiastes 11:2. Invest in 7 ventures, if not 8. You never know what disasters may come upon the land. That is so wise. I got to the point where even in 2020, I got successful in 2021, but I put all my eggs in this new basket. Oh, Ben, but it was a good basket. It was a great basket. I mean, I loved the way the basket looked. Never mind the eggs that were in it. I loved it. But I went against Ecclesiastes 11:2. Wasn't wise. So when the basket fell through, I didn't have other baskets, right? I wasn't ready. So since then I've said I'm never gonna do that again, but I'm looking for something that's solid, everyone. So I am excited to show you tonight. We're not gonna take too much time. It's good to have a lot of you on tonight to see something that I believe is solid. Compliance is there, something that we all want: longevity, want sustainability. Some of you talk about, I've gotten burned a few times. I congratulate you. I salute you for being here tonight, because if we fall off the bike, don't say you're not going to ride a bike again. If you get burnt cooking, don't say you're not going to cook again, right? This is essential. Looking for opportunities is essential. And I would rather be dead than not dream. Right? So I'm glad to see you guys tonight. We're going to ride the wave. What's interesting about riding the wave? You got to ride it. If you're in front of it, that doesn't work. If you're behind it, that doesn't work either. You got to be in the right place at the right time. And everybody, I like to set this foundation. We need balance. You need balance. You can't just pull out things like look before you leap. The same person that said look before you leap, he's the same person that said he who hesitates is lost. See, you got to apply those to the situation, right? Many hands make light work. Too many cooks spoil the broth or the soup, whichever one you like. Those are opposite things, so we need balance, right? So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go in with balance. Here it is. I've been here for about 4 or 5 weeks. So this is not something like, oh, man, I've been here for 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 months. I'm talking very, very recently was I introduced to GSP. So you're catching me pretty fresh. I was introduced by my sponsor, Nikki and Dave Rempel, and they had introduced me to 1 or 2 other things, so their credit was pretty good with me. I can't say their timing was good, because I was looking at some other things at the time. And truthfully, when Nikki said, Roger, you got to take a look at this, please. I was like, oh, Nikki, please don't show me another thing. I've just entered and looked at a couple of other things. Even what's funny is that I'm saying that while I'm actually looking for something, but you never, ever know whether that thing is the thing. So Nikki's credit was good. I said, I'll take a look at it. And as the statement goes, everyone, the rest is history. Here we are. We're about to create some history. That's what we're going to do. So here's the line of the time. So Nikki said to me, Roger, I know that you did really well in one of my businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, I did so well that I was making more money than most people make per month per day. And it was great. It was a lovely thing. And I figured, you know, I'm a Michael Jackson, I'm a Jackson fan. So I figured it was my Thriller album. That's my Thriller. You know, everything from here might be bad and dangerous and all that stuff, but this was Thriller. So Nikki said to me, no, Roger, I think if you take a good look at GSP and put a good year into this will be the best thing you've ever done. And I thought when she said that, I thought that's cute. That's cute. That's nice. And so nice of you to say so too. Oh, that's really nice. Got a lot of faith in me. I appreciate that. You've got a lot of faith in the company. You know how you just feel like do you know about a day or two later, I realized that she knew exactly what she was talking about. I'll introduce her a little bit later in the night. So I am now of the belief that the last opportunity I did was my off the wall. Come on now, don't stop till you get enough. This is the Thriller. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 7 words I want to share with you tonight that this is all about. Just before I do that, I'm going to show I've had some ups and downs sharing my screen today, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm just going to play a little something here just to set the mood. I want to set the mood just right. And I know better to not try to even open it up. We're going to play it just like it is. Here we go.
The volatility in the crypto market is massive right now. This rise and fall of the market is almost impossible to predict. However, it also brings with it massive potential. Right now, everyone has the opportunity to start making money. Even small funds today could create new millionaires of tomorrow. GSPartners.global presents you with a unique product, NFT certificates, which give you access into the metaverse. These meta certificates are the key to a virtual world where you are able to gain, win, and earn. Go back 10, 20, 30 years ago when Amazon started onboarding multiple partners and suppliers, all participating and offering their products in this new technology called the internet. In this new market of the technology age, now we have the next evolution of the internet era, a new market with a new technology called blockchain. Welcome to the metaverse markets of NFTs, technology partners, celebrities, all coming together in one new world, Lydian World. You'll meet many tech partners, developers, influencers. Technology partners include BD Swiss, a decade old, top-tier European financial brokerage. Celebrities and sports champions include Floyd Mayweather, Roberto Carlos, and many more. Build meta cities, sell NFTs, play games, earn through MetaBroker, MetaMining, and tap into all the income resources of Lydian World. Get your Metaverse Certificate NFT today and start to earn from our multiple opportunities right now. The evolution is Lydian World. The evolution is now. Register at gspartners.global.
All right, that set the mood. Lydian World. That's the word I'm going to throw out at you. But as you're taking that word in, Lydian World, that part is really important, the world. I want you to consider 7 words tonight. First one is this metaverse. When you think of metaverse, think of a marketplace. Metaverse, marketplace. Second phrase is 50 billion per day. Third thing we're going to talk about is Olympus certificates. Fourth thing we're going to talk about is 4.15% weekly. That should raise your antenna. Fifth word is going to be SkyGround. The sixth is going to be crypto-friendly bank. Antenna should go up for that one too. And finally, vision. Vision. I think these words are so important in phrases. I'm going to go ahead and say it one more time backwards. Number 7 was vision. Crypto-friendly bank. SkyGround, 4.15% weekly. Olympus certificates, 50 billion per day. Metaverse marketplace. Now, this is how we're going to do this. Not going to be pulling out slides and everything like that. I am going to talk to you about these 7 points today, to the point where I want you to get excited about the same thing that I'm excited about. And then I've got some friends with me, Carla, Nikki, Kimberly. These are all people in my upline, my sponsorship. And they are one heck of a team. They do what the team is supposed to do. You know, I was explaining that to somebody that when we do it as a team, it's a team, right? And they are totally everything you can expect and more from that. So let's talk about these 7 words. So let's start off with metaverse. I said that the metaverse is a marketplace. I want everybody to understand that innovation has been the most important thing in the last 25 years. I'm talking about iPhone. I'm speaking about Facebook, Google, Uber, Airbnb. If you really knew what these things were before they were, you could have possibly taken advantage of them. Ladies and gentlemen, the metaverse. Sometimes when we hear things like meta, we want to back up a little bit. I want you to not back up. I want you to lean in, and let's talk about a marketplace. See, a marketplace, you know what? I'm going to share something with you real quick, and then we'll go. Let me share this screen with you. I want to share the 43rd Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios. I'm gonna go, let's see, we've got this about 18 minutes and 10 seconds. I could give you an intro of who she is, but trust me, she's a person that manages money, manages risk. In fact, there's no one that has her resume right now, but she's with the Biden administration. She was with the Obama administration. No one's actually ever done that. Her name was on the money and is on the money. Who knows more about money than she does right now? Watch this. I'm going to play this for about 2 minutes. Here we go. Pay attention. Lean in.
So, what happens next? There is no single government or central bank that can fix the inflation resulting from these global disruptions. At its January 31st, February 1st policy meeting, the Federal Reserve lifted its benchmark overnight interest rate by 1/4 percentage point to the 4.5%, 4.75% range. And as mentioned, the central bank also signaled more rate hikes are coming to help lower overly high inflation levels back to the 2000 target. So what does this mean for you? First of all, not out of the woods. We still have our geopolitical uncertainty with the Russian invasion of Ukraine. We still have what could be a pandemic that still hasn't quite disappeared completely. Hopefully there'll be no more variants that'll come back. Prices and wages are likely still going to go up for a while, but for how long and how much depends on countless variables across the globe, including any further lockdowns in China that might affect our supply chain. No telling what other natural disasters, like we're seeing in Turkey, could also set us back in progress. And again, any other variants that might be rearing its head with the pandemic is something we just cannot control at this point. So what would I do as an investor? One, I would follow the money. Yes, it is my name on U.S. currency, almost $1.8 trillion with my name on it in currency in circulation, so no one has made more money than I have. But if I were following the money, where is it going? It's going to the metaverse, it's going to blockchain, it's going to artificial intelligence. Technology and innovation will be the key. And here's what's important to remember. In 2007 and 2008, we saw a huge growth of investment in technology and innovation. This was during the downturn. What was invented in 2007 that has turned our world upside down today? Anyone? The iPhone. Very good. The iPhone was invented in 2007. There is no doubt, and then obviously subsequent to that, you saw Facebook, you saw Google, you saw Airbnb, you saw Uber. In one of our biggest downturns, innovation still mattered. And that's going to still be the case. This is a very resilient global economy, and a lot of that innovation is happening here. Absolutely, it's happening here. But
follow the money is what she said. Did you notice that she mentioned the companies I named too? That wasn't, you know, I didn't plan that. iPhone, Facebook, Google, Uber, Airbnb, the last 25 years. What did she say? What I would do is I would invest in the metaverse. I believe after that she said blockchain technology, and then I think after that was followed by artificial intelligence. See, when I hear that type of stuff, that's when I know I'm in the right place at the right time. This company that you are about to see that I'm presenting tonight, the metaverse is here. It's not coming. She said, did you notice that metaverse was the first thing on the list? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the marketplace that we're going to. No different than Amazon. I go back to 1994, Amazon was a bookstore. We're sitting around here. What can't you get from Amazon right now? Put it in the chat. What can't you get from Amazon, right? You can get anything. Why? The marketplace that Amazon has taken is huge. It's just a whole nother level of company. What if that's gonna happen again virtually though? Even more virtually than Amazon. Amazon took advantage of the pandemic. This is great for them, right? Ladies and gentlemen, just like Uber was a different concept, Airbnb a different concept. First time I got into an Uber, I didn't understand it. I was like, as a New Yorker, people are not gonna do this. Then for myself, got out, didn't pay any money, and I was like, I ain't never getting in a taxi cab ever again. You know why? You can't fight innovation. You can't fight the hotel. And how much real estate do they own? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Because they had a better idea. That's where we are, everyone. When technology, innovation matters. The capital.
Like it froze. This Roger dropped off completely.
Warren, are you there?
Seemed like Roger dropped off.
Yeah, he's having internet trouble. He dropped off.
Give him a minute.
I'll play you some music until he gets back.
Let's go. I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it. Because God sent me here to tell you that what he has for you is gonna be big.
I believe
That it's my season.
that it's my season.
You ought to declare that over your own life. Say, I believe
I believe
that it's my time.
that it's my time.
It's my time.
It's my time.
And I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Say breakthroughs in the room.
Breakthroughs in the room.
It's yours if you want it. Anticipating.
Anticipating.
God's getting ready to move.
God's getting ready to move.
Listen, you ought to declare this over your own life. Say it.
For I know
God,
my God
he's working
is
a miracle
miracle
just for me.
just for me.
And it's gonna be.
And it's gonna be big.
Hey! Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about my future. Why? It's gonna be big, yeah!
And it's gonna be big.
I'm running into destiny, shouting into my promise. Why? God's gonna
I think he's back now.
Open the windows of heaven.
pour.
Pour me out a blessing.
I won't have room.
Be wrong to contain it.
Can't even try to explain it.
But it's gonna be big.
God is gonna blow you.
I'm sorry, guys, man. I was talking about technology, and then technology knocked me off. I don't know how to reboot my computer or whatever. What did I miss? Oh my goodness! All right.
It happens. Just playing some music until you got back.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. All right. Now I almost want to say, what was I saying? It's all good. Somebody said it's all good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I was in the middle of saying innovation technology actually matters. And moving on to my second word today, which is 50 billion per day. How does that pertain to the metaverse? Okay, so the Lydian world that you're seeing has been here for about 5 years is what I'm understanding. GSP partners about 2 years. But the Lydian world gathering and putting the pieces together has been a long time in the making. So Joseph Haidt, the CEO of the company, he made a statement in 2022 that he believes that by 2025, this metaverse, not anybody else's metaverse, this one will be doing 50 billion per day. 50 billion per day. Now, what's interesting is that in February, he decided, I think I'm going to have to change that up. Not by 2025. We'll be there by 2024. Again, everything I'm saying is putting you in the right place at the right time. When you ride the wave at the right time, that's when it all counts, right? There are 7,000 retailers that are ready to be in this space. So what is happening, everyone? So those of you are like, okay, Roger, I'm so mixed up about this whole virtual thing, is there's a world that's a virtual space. Very similar to what we're doing right now. You're hearing me, we're right now in the same room, but we're not in the same room. You're gonna be able to buy land, right? And if there's only a certain amount of land, you're gonna be able to buy that, right? And it's gonna be worth something. Some people are scratching their heads, but how can land that's virtual be actually worth something? It's not like real land. Guys, remember, think about how money works. Think about how value works. Most things are valuable because we say they're valuable, right? When paper money came into play, how many people you think went to their graves going, that paper, that's not gonna work. It did work. It's called cash. We put names on it and said, it's valuable. You know, the president, the king, the queen, whatever. This is valuable. Walmart can say, hey, this coin is now, this paper, this card is valuable, especially if there's only but so much of it. So in a space where you can get citizenships, you can get land, become a resident, get a political position. All this stuff is going to happen with us or without us. The question is, do you want to ride the wave? You might have missed out on Facebook or the iPhone or Google, all right? Uber, Airbnb, not understanding it, but here you are in the right place at the right time with a company that has set the table so well. So you got to ask yourself, well, if this is a world, it's got to have currency. Yes, it's Lydian world, and it's going to have Lydian lions as the currency. That's how you can move around and do stuff. All right. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The next word I had on my list was Olympus certificates. By getting these certificates, it is the key. It is the key to open the door to the Lydian world that's already there and established for you, right? Now, watch this. This company knows that, okay, we want to give you some Lydian lions so you can actually get some stuff. And actually getting stuff, we'll take care of all that down the line in training and how that works. There's 449 positions that you could get out there in Lydian world. There's mining and there's all sorts of different things that we could stay from here to midnight talking about. That's not what we're here today to do. We're going to do the simple thing. We're going to talk about one thing in specific. That is the certificates, the gateway in. You're going to get some Lydian lions for these certificates, but also for motivation, you're going to get stuff that works in the real world, the one that you're comfortable in right now, right? Let's talk about that. The very next word that was on my list was 4.15%. And by the way, I'm going to pass the baton to Kimberley at some point, and she's going to reiterate a lot of what I'm saying. In fact, not even reiterate, give you even more. But the fact that you hear it again is going to help you, right? So 4.15%, that's one of my phrases, one of my words, weekly. Okay, Raj, break that down. Here we go. So you've got a certificate, right? That's the whole. Act like a certificate. There's 8 of these different certificates. They start from 500. That's an Artemis. They go up to 2,000. That's a Hermes. And it keeps going up. Aphrodite, Apollo, all the way up to a Zeus for 300,000. That's right. All the way from 500 to 300,000. Stay with me. The certificate is a whole. Let's cut the certificate in half. One side is the price. The other side is the load. I want you to look at it just like if you bought a car. That's the price. Is the car going anywhere without the gas? Is it going anywhere without the fuel, without the petrol? It's not going anywhere, right? So that's how we want to look at this. The certificate has a price and it has a load. It has a load and it has a price, right? So for example, let's pull out the Hermes. It's $2,000. It costs $2,000. The price is $1,000. The load is $1,000. Now that we split that in half, let's talk about it. What do we get for that price that's $1,000? All right. And by the way, the car example also works because can we fuel the car without buying it? No, we can't. We have to buy it to fuel it, right? To load it. So to max load it, you have to pay the price. All right. So we've got the price. And that is cut in half. It's 1,000. On that 1,000, the moment that you load it, you will receive 4.15% per week. Not a calendar week, not Sunday through Saturday. We are speaking about an actual 7-day cycle. Just like I had 7 words. I like that 7. My group is called Naturally 7, by the way. It's the number of completion. It's beautiful. Every 7 days. So in other words, let's say you join right now. It's 8:39 p.m. Eastern. That means this time next week on Thursday, right? You will be able to get 4.15%. What happens if you let it go longer? It's going to be more. It's ticking at 4.15% per week. Even if you left it in for 3 weeks, you're going to have, well, let me not do the math on 3 weeks. Let's do 2 weeks. You left it in there for 2 weeks, you're going to have 8.30, right? Because that's twice 4.15%. Somebody might ask the next logical question, okay, that's pretty high in the market. 4.15%, that's up there. Did you say market? This is not the market. This is a customer acquisition bucket of money. Okay, Roger, I'm not following. Okay, let me help you follow. See, last Super Bowl, not this one, the last one before that, there were about 20, maybe 25 crypto commercials. These were companies that were investment companies that were looking to advertise to you. How much money do you think they paid for 30 seconds at the Super Bowl? A lot of money. Why? Because they want to acquire customers. Well, how many did you see this Super Bowl? None, because it didn't work. That's simple. It didn't work. It didn't work like Taco Bell. It didn't work like Doritos. They weren't able to make that thing tick the same way. But it still doesn't change the fact that they needed to invest money to get customers. So guess what they're doing now? We have a relationship with the next word that I have on there is SkyGround. SkyGround is a compliance company. It's all about it's a bridge between us and BD Swiss. You'll find that BD Swiss is a top 5 broker in the world right now. Not for crypto, but for everything, stocks, everything. That's what they do. All right. They are looking for customers. They created GSP, created this other company in between, SkyGround, to keep everything in compliance, everything going. And there's a bucket of money on this side waiting and with your name on it at 4.15% every single week for 18 months. It's an 18-month contract. So every one of these 8 certificates are an 18-month contract. Somebody says, well, what will I do after that? Well, if you like the song, you sing it again, right? That's right. There's so many of these certificates that come in, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, that you can get free certificates because there's bonuses in the program, and if you're a builder and all that type of stuff. But the general thing is it's split in half. This side is 4.15% every single week. And this other side is connected to SkyGround, that's connected to BD Swiss, that is in the market of 6% per month. Around there, it is the market. So that's about 18% per quarter. And boom, that's going for you. While that's going for you, you've got Lydian Lions that are given to you so that you can enter the metaverse. You see those 3 things going on all at the same time? Again, split in half, 4.15%, 18% over here, and you've got your Lydian Lions going for you. Here's my 6th word as I get to the last of the 7, crypto-friendly bank. What do you mean by that? So the way that I've looked at this, everyone, and why I've got so excited about GSP, Gold Standard Partners, is I figured that the first person or first organization or first company that could get this done, how do you make a bank crypto friendly? I spoke to Bank of America the other day, and they're still, we're getting to it. It's so volatile. And what? Okay, trust me, they're going to get to it. They can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. They are going to get to it. Somebody's going to get there first, though. You know who's going to get there first? A person that is already crypto friendly, that has the credit and has the bank. When I say bank, I'm talking about the money to be able to buy the bank. Let me say that again. Crypto friendly already buys the bank. Somebody last week said, or this past Monday said, is it going to be centralized or decentralized? What about both? See, if you have the credit and you have the know-how to buy the bank, now you've got fiat currency, right? And everybody can't just buy the bank, everyone. That's the reason why I said if you've got the credit to do it, if you've got the background, if you've got the resume to do it, you can do it. GSP has done it. They've done it. This is not past tense. They've done it, right? All of this is about to be just laid out as we approach May 14th. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is we're riding the wave and want to make sure things are in place before we even get to May 14th, where they've had this get together in Dubai, where they're going to just reveal all of these different things. Actually, some things are going to be revealed before that. Now, with a cryptocurrency friendly bank, what that means is that you can also have a debit card and a credit card. Debit, because you keep your money in the bank, right? How many of you would love to keep your money in a bank right now that with the touch of a button, you could actually move it? Pounds, dollars, euros, yen, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tether. Imagine that that's going to happen in the next 60 to 90 days. Where do you want to be? You want to be right here, I assure you. I used to be excited about the fact of just having a crypto card, used it in the real world. Imagine that I'm able to use this in the Lydian world or in any world where Visa and MasterCard are accepted. And as I swipe, people in GSP are getting paid. People in your network are getting paid. 4% is reserved just for the networkers, just for the members. And that leads me to the seventh and final word, vision. This company has built it on vision. They've got the compliance in place. That's why it's available in all 50 states. That's why it's available in 150 countries. Right now, they've put that stuff in place. They've got the vision where I go, hold on a sec. I've done some networking. When you show me the plan, you're telling me it's 15% for people that you refer yourself, and it goes down, and the company's giving back 50 to 70% back. I said, that can't be. I've done this type of stuff. It can't be that much. And I was told by my upline, the John Johnsons and the James Corbett's, this company doesn't even have to be profitable in the networking arm, because it's about the Lydian world, which is incredibly profitable, unbelievably profitable. That means we're looking for members that can that we can pay to the most that they could possibly be paid. Rewarded is a better word. The most that they could be rewarded. We are going to be the most generous one on the block. I was looking at a list of network marketing companies. GSP is labeled as number 2, the number 2 network marketing company around. They've been here for 2 years. Why is that happening? Everything is moving so fast. But not so fast that you can't jump on the bus. Not so fast that you can't jump on the train. So what I'm going to do right now, I've given you my 7 points. One of those obviously is the certificates. I want to get that reiterated from my upline. I'm going to invite her to speak at this time. Again, I can't say, I can't give the accolades that really how I feel about my upline. It's part of the reason I'm here. It's part of the reason I made this choice. Good people. You always want to be around people that are great, people that are hardworking, and people that are team-minded. With that said, Kimberly, I think, I don't know, I know I fell off. Are you still a co-host here? Because I'm not a host anymore.
I am, Roger. Hey, I
Okay,
just needed to know though, I'm going to we have to do this in a dual way. And is Carla, can you make Carla Team Freedom a co-host so that she can share her screen for me?
Actually,
she's gonna be my Vanna White.
whoever was made, Warren, were you made the host when I fell off? Because I am
Yeah,
no.
but as soon as you come back on, you take over host.
I am the host. Okay,
You're the host, yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I am the hostess with the most. All right, I'm the host. All right. So I'm the host. I see Carla and Kim, which is good because Carla, I don't know. I made a joke with Kim earlier. I was like, I haven't actually seen both of you at the same time in the same place. So here you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nikki is my sponsor. Above that is Carla, and then there's Kimberly. They're gonna do it right now as a team. Show you exactly how this goes. Take it away.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. And you make me want to go and sign up all over again. It's so exciting, everything that you shared and what we're going to show you basically right now. And thank you for doing this, Carla. I'm sitting in a car, so I apologize that my camera is not on, you guys. This isn't normally the way it is. However, we are going to just give you a quick peek at exactly what Roger was talking about. So if you were to go and start your account tonight, if you're a guest and you get your account started, this is what you would be looking at. You get to see an entire back office that is done with excellence. I got to be honest, I've been in networking for 13 years and full time, and this is got to be my most favorite back office that we've worked with. There's just so much utility back here. What you're looking at right now is our dashboard. So you can see that there is a bunch of different currencies that you can actually, these are currencies that you can not only pay with and come in with, but you can actually have the opportunity to earn. So it's really amazing that that you're able to come in with them, pay with them. They range from Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, ERC20, TRC20, also some of the internal coins and a bunch more that we are able to get paid on. What I want to show you here up above actually is there's a little bell on the right hand side top of the corner. And since we've been here, so I actually invested myself in October. I was earning some profits and I wanted a place to stick my money that it would continue working for me. And GSP was introduced. I knew it was out there, and the 4.15% and the credit card that Roger spoke of was exactly what brought me here. I was so excited that I could just, keep my money working for me, earn passively, and then be able to, from any profits that I had coming in from anywhere, I was going to be able to spend it in the future and live right outside of this ecosystem. And we started sharing this December 22nd. And so I didn't know what we had our hands on. And so one of my most favorite things that we've discovered is the instant payments. So there is no more, the little bell that's up on the right-hand side of the screen where Carla's showing you is where you can see your payments coming in basically all day, every day. Every time something's done in your back office, someone's pushing a button, they're making a purchase, whatever it may be, you're going to get paid. There's no wait time. You don't have to wait an hour. You don't have to wait 2 days, a month, 2 weeks. There's no company in between. So the fact is your money is available to you instantly. And that has to be my favorite. I was just sharing with another group this morning that in just this last month, my own instant payments, there was 3,444 payments in 1 month. So imagine, we are just barely, scratching the surface and getting going. And I know that we can help so many people, be able to pay their bills, and you can take out daily if you wanted to, weekly, monthly, it's up to you. So with that being said, there's also the membership that Roger shared. It's really important for every person, regardless if you are here passively or you want to share this program, whatever you decide to do, that's fantastic. The decision is up to you. But the $33 membership is something we encourage everyone to do simply because of the fact that once you pay it, it opens up your back office to even more goodies for you and your family, as well as it will put you in front of all of the promotions that are available to us. Like Roger mentioned, I think he mentioned the 3 certificates, buy 3, get 1 free scenario. So there's lots of really valuable promotions going on that you can acquire and get more assets for you and your family, which in return will create a larger income. So that's what it's all about here at GSP, is acquiring as many assets as possible to help you and your family earn the amount that you dream of and in this ecosystem. So down below, we're just going to look and show you what the certificates look like. And then what we'll do is we're going to also dive into Carla's her portfolio as well. But these are the certificates that Roger spoke of. Now, as you heard, there's lots to share here. And we don't want to overcomplicate things. We want you to see the certificate is the gateway and the key that unlocks the door to many, many streams of income in one place for you and your family. So this is what they look like. As he mentioned, there are 8 of them. Actually, there's more than 8, isn't there, Carla? There's 9, 8. So they go from the $500. Yeah, $500. So basically, there's a price and there's a load. Like Roger mentioned, the price, but you need the full amount in order for it to complete and start working on your behalf. So it starts at $500, goes all the way up to the big boy Zeus, and that one is a $300,000 certificate. But we're just going to show you. You can even go into the Hermes or the Aphrodite, whichever one you want, Carla.
We'll go into the Hermes.
Okay, awesome. And we all say them different. I'm probably saying them wrong. So the Hermes. So this one is basically $1,000 price. So you purchase it for $1,000. When you load it for $1,000 as well. Now, Roger shared the 4.15%. Once it's loaded, the first 1,000 of the price is going to earn you 4.15% every single week. Now, this is coming from marketing dollars that the company is putting out. And this is part of the reason, for us that, at the forefront of this company, they are all about compliance and regulations, which is fantastic for us because we wanted to know that this was going to be around for a very long time for our families to be able to enjoy and have no issues down the road. So marketing dollars is what's used to pay the 4.15%. At that time, you have the opportunity to either withdraw or you can compound that 4.15% or the earnings. On a Hermes, it would be $41.50 a week. And if you compound it, it's going to go up into the load. And that 1,000 will now be $1,041.50. And it can continue to compound at 6% a month, 18% a quarter. Of course, that does fluctuate because that part is traded and it's market dependent. So just know that that can go up and it can go down. But overall, the past performance is generally about 6%. Now, once that's full, you will get $1,000 in Lydian Lions to take over to Lydian World and spend it but creating and positioning yourself in Lydian World, which will again create another stream of income for you and your families. So that's really exciting. This is what the certificates look like. If you know one certificate, you're going to know them all. That's exactly how they work. You just have to decide where you'd like to get in. And it's a get in where you fit in scenario. Now, I don't know if Carla, if you have anything you want to add with that.
Just at the end of the certificate, you guys, you'll see here, it says a meta portfolio bonus. At the end of the 18 months, once you are at the end of the 18 months, the loaded amount, you're going to get back that $1,000, all of the profit, plus the company is going to give you a meta portfolio bonus of $750 at the end of that contract in cash paid to you at the end of when it's all said and done. So literally, what I love to point out to people is that you're paying $1,000 for the certificate, you're earning 4.15%, and at the end, you're going to get $750 back. So you get to make 300% on the certificate price of that of the $1,000, and then you're going to get $750 back at the end of it as well.
Yep, it's awesome. So that is the Hermes. Did you want to share something on the? Not the mining, right? We're just.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know if you guys have been going over the mining.
Nope, we haven't, but we can just touch on it. So that is basically how the certificates work. I mean, each one, the Hermes is earning $41.50 a week. Then if you go up to the Aphrodite, it's $103.75. It just continues to climb all the way up to the Zeus. So again, right now, there are some promotions going on that if you're new in your first 30 days, you can buy 3 certificates and get the third one, the price of the third one or the fourth one for free. Now, with that, we do have to load them. However, you get the price for free and you have up to 18 months to actually fill them. So If we can, maybe we can go into your portfolio, Carla, and then
Absolutely.
just show them. I hopefully you have some that can be compounded or
yeah.
withdrawn.
We'll see
Okay,
if
good.
The other thing I wanted to point out to everybody is when you're looking at the certificates, and I understand, and this is what we love, is that it's fit in where you know, get in where you fit in, like Kimberly said. But for some people, like for example, I had a gentleman who bought a Hera, and I just wanted to point out, like with the Meta Portfolio bonus, so he paid $25,000 for the certificate. And at the end of the 18 months, he's actually going to get a Meta Portfolio bonus back of the same amount of 25,000. So with some of the certificates, you'll notice that as the certificates increase, so does the Met Portfolio bonus. So I just wanted to point that out. And yes, now I'm going to go into my portfolio and we'll see if we've got some that we can compound or withdraw. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys will see here when I go in, these are all my certificates now. There's a great little filter up at the top. And you can look for the least loaded, most loaded. I'm going to go to ready to withdraw and compound, and let's just hope that I have one. I'm not sure if I do. Let's see. It's just loading. Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't have any. So let me just bring one up.
Yeah.
And we'll just show you kind of what they look like. All right. So basically, 7 days from when you buy your certificate is when you would then go in and either need to compound or withdraw. And you would simply just click on this load more. And right here is going to be a blue box that's going to give me the option to either withdraw or compound. So I'm not sure, Kimberly, do you explain where the withdraw and the compound and that sort of stuff goes if you want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see on the certificate, it does give you a date of when Carla is able to go and compound it or withdraw. Now, if you don't do either, all that's going to happen is every day it's just going to keep accumulating the profits. So until you decide what your action is. And when the date appears, then of course the buttons will appear. One will say withdraw, one will say compound. If you do compound it, like I mentioned, it does go up into the max load and it will continue to compound and trade for you. So some people are compounding, right? Like I've got a couple of my very first certificates. I'm compounding them right until the 18 months. And then other certificates that we have, I'm using the bonuses weekly to fill other ones or accumulate more as well. So when you do withdraw, you have an option to withdraw to mining, which, you know, that's just another stream of income yet again that you can create, or you can withdraw right to your dashboard and it's instant. There is no wait time. As soon as you press the button to withdraw it, it goes directly onto your dashboard and you can either, you know, you could take it back to your wallet and then to your exchange and back to your bank if you needed to pay a bill. You can use it to pay for your $33 membership, or you can allocate it to different places like accumulating more certificates or loading ones that you may have earned for free. So that's kind of what we've been doing. And we love that it's very simple. So, you know, as you're learning, don't like let the back office or anything intimidate you or scare you or anything like that, because it is very simple process. You basically just log in, you go to your certificates, you can roll them over, set it, forget it for a week and come back if you wanted to. So, so that's how they look. Also, I know that we do like to share the meta world just so you guys can get a taste of what Roger was talking about and the greatness of this. So we just want you to see it because, like he mentioned, lots of companies have tried to do this, but this company has done it. And they're far more advanced than any company that we've seen that are out there. And simply by using the certificates, you acquire Lydian dollars, which allows you to position yourself inside of this world, which will create you more passive streams of income just by doing so. So that's the goal here. They do say that within their projection is within the next, by the end of this year, that whatever your income is in Lydian world right now, and you're positioning yourself, it will 10x itself by the end of 2023 is what they're saying. So this is what it looks like. There's a lot of things you can do back here besides becoming a citizen. There's staking, there's mining, there's citizenships. You know, you can do trading. If we got any traders on the line, you can do copy trading and or trading on your own even. When you do copy trading, they assign you your own pretty much coach that works with you. I've never been someone that wanted to do that, but when I heard that, I was intrigued to actually go, wait a second, this is something that I'd actually like to do because I'll step outside of my box with someone holding my hand. So I think it's really cool for us all to be able to, you know, we've said in the past, the more you learn in a lot of scenarios, the more that you can earn. Well, this one is actually that case because, you know, my sponsor has more than 500 streams of income just from this platform. We just got started in December. As you heard, I did start in October with 2 certificates passively, started sharing in December. And now my family and I have it's about $225,000 of certificates that are filled currently because we've earned them for free and we're using the profits just to fill them to create more streams of income. So things can be done in a very, very short period of time that I've never been able to see them being done anywhere else. So if you can dream it, you can do it here, guys. And it's very, very exciting.
Kimberly, thank you so much. I love seeing that globe. I love seeing South America, North America, all the way through Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, I've loved it since I was a kid. And I'm obviously, I'm going to be attracted to this type of thing. Now, what's interesting is I'm not a tech guy. Really not. I'm really not a tech guy. I have a lot of great guru type people around me. But as Kimberly and Carla was speaking, I did write some notes down that I just need us to make sure we're not missing, okay? Kimberly just said that her sponsor, James, has over 500. To be exact, he told me 571. And I'll be honest with you, the first time he said he had 571 streams of income. Now, keep in mind, guys, I just told you my mantra, my philosophy in life is Ecclesiastes 11:2, 7, if not 8 streams of income. He said, I've got 571, and I did think he was exaggerating. It's not till later on I realized that he doesn't exaggerate. It's amazing, right? Oh, while I was going through, I saw that, Sam, you had a question inside of the chat. What happens when the bucket runs out? Oh, that's a great, great question, Sam. So I'm just going to jump around here a little bit. What happens now? You realize that whether it's AT&T or whoever it is, they decide how much a customer is worth. Somebody sits in a boardroom, or a bunch of people do, and they decide, doing careful math, careful accounting, how much is a customer worth? And guess what? They usually do a great job if they're a company worth their salt. But every now and then, to Sam's point, they might go, you know what? We were paying too much. Well, guess what? Then new customers somewhere down the line, it doesn't matter whether it's 2025 or 2024, they might get something different. But you have an 18-month contract, and they've decided in this contract, just like, you know, I used AT&T. I used to have a plan that paid about $60 a month, and I could make any call at any time in any one of those countries that I just talked about. One day when AT&T said, we can't afford to do this anymore, they came to me and they said, you're lucky you're grandfathered in on that. If you ever change your plan, you're going to lose it, right? That's how that works. If you get in on a plan, you get in on an 18-month contract. You're going to enjoy it for that ride. The next time you do it, you may not get that same sort of thing. But in general, to Sam's point, that's money put aside. And the exciting thing for everyone tonight, you don't have to worry about the market going up and down. Someone has put aside and considered how many customers we might just get, how many members we might just get. 4.15%. That's great. Anastasia, I saw you in the chat. You said, my brain is exploding right now. All right, considering you're telling me that I could take that 4.15% and I can buy other certificates. See, Anastasia, you just brought up a great point. That's why I decided to talk about it. I didn't understand that. A couple of days ago, I didn't understand until a good friend of mine, Olga Edwards, she was getting all these, she's free certificates. She's getting things that's allowing her to get more certificates. I said, wow, this is a situation where you parlay. Oh, I love that parlay word. I've always loved parlay. You are able to take your 4.15%. You can you've got three choices: withdraw, compound. Well, actually, when you withdraw, you've got more choices. Kimberly just mentioned all the different things that you could possibly do. And she's just touching the surface, not till you dig deep. And we've gone out of our way to make sure that we're not talking about too many things. While this is happening right now, did you guys notice right there on the screen? I don't know if that's Carla's account. I think it's Carla's account that's on the screen right now. It keeps saying account credited. Account credited. Account. Is anybody interested in their account getting credited? Just every minute, every hour, account credited. That's what you're taking a look at here. So guys, as we come to a close, I said, the instant thing. I got to talk about the thing. Kimberly mentioned that this happens at an instant. Everything that you do, because it's blockchain technology, GSP is its own blockchain. Everything happens immediately. When I say I do mean just right away. I don't know if there's any of you that would prefer having a payday. You know, just let's just all wait for our money until the end of the week. Does anybody want that? Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing but good news after every corner. Instantly, that's a beautiful thing. So you can decide when you withdraw, do I want to take it off the platform or do I want to parlay and add it to something else that gives me another return? Can you imagine if I was to ask, you know what, I am going to ask. I'm going to ask Nikki. I'm going to ask my sponsor, Nikki. She hasn't spoken on this call today. So, Nikki, are you there? She wasn't ready for me to call her, clearly. Nikki, are you in the house? Did I make Warren?
No, you have to make her a co-host.
She's not a co-host? Okay, I know I did that before I left. But does it change? It changes when I come in. Let me see where she's at. And while I'm looking for Nikki, I'm going to also call in Cherie before we close out today. Where is, let me see what Cherie is. Cherie's still intact. But you telling me I didn't do David and Nikki? Here we go.
No, Roger, she said she can't unmute. You need to unmute her, please.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, I got it. And I'll come on camera. I'm looking a little rough.
All right. Where are you?
Do you hear me? Can you see me?
I hear you. Let me get into gallery mode because I can't. Oh, there you go. What's up, Nikki? How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Thankful. I'm very thankful. Very thankful
Yeah.
to you. Very thankful to the team. Nikki, talk about the fact that I just mentioned, well, first of all, just how long have you been in GSP right now? And just bring out some of the highlights that you love about this company.
Yeah, thanks, Roger, for asking me. So I have been in GSP for, I'm going to say 8 weeks. Not very long, 8 or 9 weeks. But what I love about it is what we presented with you guys tonight is there's some certificates that are going to pay you incredibly. It's going to, and at first, to be honest, when Carla and Kimberly brought this to me and they told me there's this thing called the metaverse and there's all this stuff in the back end, and I was like, I can't. That's too much for my brain. And so we really focused on the certificates up front, and I love it because it's creating wealth where we get to create assets that are going to pay us for the next 18 months. And as we continue to build more, they're going to pay us longer and longer. But what I'm learning that I've loved about it is that this is long term. There is so much that Roger hasn't talked about yet, that when you guys get started, this is what's exciting. This is what brought us all, is these certificates and doing this. But there is so much more that I look at now, and I see that we're going to build some sustainable generational wealth for my entire family and generations to come. And I know I don't understand it all, and it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. We figure it out as we go. We learn as we go. And the support and the upline and the team has just been phenomenal. And we're all learning together. So that's what I love. I'd say the highlights of it. What brought me is what we're talking about tonight, this 4.15% compounding it. It's going to create some incredible income, but that's not even the most exciting part. And we don't get into all of that, but you will see that as you get going. And so, yeah, excited to have you all on here tonight.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Thank you. As I was listening to you, I see Anastasia. She's just writing away in the chat. So if I purchase one certificate, this is questions for you, Nikki. So if I purchase one certificate and 2 more before my first 30 days expire, will I get a free certificate?
You absolutely will. So it's buy 3, get 1 certificate for free within your first 30 days. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Whatever certificate you want to buy, you want to make sure you buy the largest one first, because that's the one you're going to get for free. Okay, so you want to buy that largest one first if that's what you start out with. So you'll do that. Now, what's even more not even more exciting, but what's also exciting is that the person that signs you up also gets a free certificate. So guess what? You can turn around and tell your friends and family about this and start building some free certificates. All you'll have to do is load them. You can load them you have 12 months, 18 months to load them. If you bought them, you have 12 months to load them if you got it for free. Pretty darn good.
It's pretty darn good. And everybody, if you use that analogy that I used, which is the price is paid for you, now you've just got to gas it up, right? You've got to load it up. But imagine what Nikki just said. The 4th one is free. Then the person that did this, the person that's a sponsor, there's a way. Trust me, when you really take a good look at this, you could, in your first 30 days, sponsor 3 people and get about 10 free certificates. Think about what that actually really means. That means the 4.15% was given to you for free. That's the part that you're getting weekly. Yes, you do have to load it. They are very tempting as they're in there. You're getting all these certificates. If I was to ask Kimberly, I'm tempted to ask her. Kimberly, are you still there?
I'm here, Roger.
How many certificates do you have? I'm talking like just sitting there. How many certificates would you, are you able to know how many certificates you've got?
I wish I knew. You know what? There's a lot. Like I said, I only started out with 2 that I purchased. And then in December, I did take advantage of the buy 3, get 1 free. I also did that with my youngest daughter's account as well. And between the 2 of our accounts, we now have, I would say, it's close to over $225,000 worth of certificates already loaded. And that doesn't even include all the ones that are sitting there not loaded. So it's really exciting. We got 2 Harrods for free, already loaded those. Those are the $60,000 certificates. And all the way from the Artemius right up to the Harris, which is, it's mind blowing. So I just encourage everyone.
I'm sorry. I wasn't hearing you correctly. It was almost as if you said you had 225,000 worth of certificates. That's what I thought I heard you say.
Yep. Working so far that are loaded and producing for us every single week. And then there's a bunch that I have not even got to fill yet. And we're filling them as we go. I'm using the profits from what the certificates that are working are creating and using them to provide us with a grant.
Thank you, Kimberly, for those words of inspiration. I'm excited. As we go to end at the bottom of the hour, everyone, I'm going to call on Cherie. Cherie, are you in the house? Talk to me about your experience in the last couple of days inside of GSP and your exciting travels in the Lydian world.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just speechless. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm ready to share because, like yourself, I believe that this is the platform that we've been waiting for.
Mm.
And the people that know me know that I am an educator at all levels, K-12 and higher ed. And so I'm always looking at things in terms of how can they not only help, but how do we convey this information so that people are going to understand it? And the people in this platform have really done a fantastic job. They have the personnel working on things as we go. As we progress, we get the updates very, very rapidly. And I saw something in the chat about someone being concerned about the opportunity to acquire citizenships being finite. And by that, I mean it's only so many per country. However, to that person and to anyone else that might want to know, we also have the opportunity to go into countries and see the plots of land within countries that we can purchase. So that is to say, as you indicated, Roger, some things may have a finite life because of limited numbers. But the company is always thinking about ways to ensure that we are all going to profit from this experience. As I told a gentleman on my team yesterday, I don't think you could stop this from giving if you wanted to, because this is the platform that keeps on giving. And the best thing that we can do is to keep our minds open, be optimistic about the policies and procedures that are created, because they're only created because they are needed to help us. And when the opportunities present themselves, I'll say to you what my parents used to say to me when I was a little girl and I wanted to try something new. They'd say, get on out there and try it. And you may find that it's not even difficult to do. But we're going to be here to support you and see to it that you're successful. So anybody who's on here who hasn't gotten in yet, all I have to say is come on in. The water is fine.
Thank you, Cherie. I appreciate that. And by the way, Cherie has, at least last time I checked with her, 17 citizenships. I'm trying to catch up with her.
I'll have 3 more tomorrow. I'll have 3 more tomorrow.
Okay.
My grandson's told me which ones I ought to be adding. So
nicely done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close out. I want to thank the entire team. Keith, I'm seeing you. I know you've Keith is one of the gurus that I have around me that is able to see things before I can see it. So I appreciate you, Keith. I'm just looking at you on my screen and said, man, I got to tell you, I appreciate you. I'm always asking him questions about all sorts of different things. And that's what's beautiful about this community, is we are in support of each other. Speaking of that, we need a training. We're going to do a training for our group right now with the support of our upline on next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, this same time, 8 o'clock, we're going to do a back office training. A lot of you need to get involved right now. Don't waste time, right? Some questions have been asked about the $33. Don't get the $33 mixed up with the certificates. $33 is the membership fee per month. You can do that monthly. You can do it bi-monthly. You can do it 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time. You can even do it a whole year in advance. What do you get for 33? You know, I'm trying to figure out what's a good way to express that to people. You're able to build your business. Until you pay $33 for the month and become an active member, you don't even get a referral link. You can't refer anybody. All right. So this is your ability to move around. It's your ability to build and share this with somebody. Hold on a second. Roger, can I share it with somebody without getting a certificate yet? Absolutely. That's what the 33 is for. It allows you to become an active member where you can do different things. Can somebody get a certificate and not pay the membership fee? They can, but now they can't build. They can't build and they can't move in certain places in the back office. So those are two separate things, even though there's a payment in the compensation plan, even on the 33s. I mean, it's amazing, guys. The type of questions that people in my downline are asking, and this is what tells you you're in the right place. Where did this come from? When somebody's asking, where did this come from? And it happens to be talking about money. It happens to be talking about cryptocurrencies. I didn't put this in here. Where did this come from? That's a beautiful thing, everyone. That's a beautiful thing. When you start making it before you even understand how it's coming, that means you just got to follow instructions. Go for it. I think as I picked on Anastasia a few times because she said, what? I can do this in 30 days? Absolutely. Buy certificates. We'll show you which certificates you should get based on your budget that you have. But basically, guys, here, it's a win-win-win situation. We'll talk about where I know I'm on the road this next weekend. Warren, where are we? Where we're in because I want to make sure we can do the next presentation. So we are in I think we're in
Rockville, Connecticut on Saturday night. We are in South Orange, New Jersey on Sunday night, and we are in Philadelphia, PA on Monday night.
All right. So, man, I wanted to do something on Monday night, but we're actually on the road on Monday night. But it doesn't mean that we can't still make some things happen. So I want everyone to stay locked in. You need to get on Telegram. Get on Telegram. Make sure you can actually see everything that's going on. Get back to the person that invited you here. Say, I need to get that link. I need to get on Telegram. I need to get activated into the system. I need to get those certificates. Let's get the ball rolling so that by the time May 14th rolls around, you can say it was one of the best decisions I ever made, right? I've said that a few times in my life where, wow, what if I didn't do that? What if I didn't make that decision? And this is one of those, guys. This is one of those. I know you've heard that before. It sounds cliche, but every now and then it's absolutely true. So thank you for coming out. This same link is where we will do Wednesday, 8 p.m. for a training for the team, back office training. I believe Carla and I think Kimberley will be joining us. Nikki will be for sure, and the rest of you again. And you know what? I'm passing it over to them because I'm sitting at their feet right now for training. Also, yeah, you hear a lot of excitement from me because I see it. Doesn't mean that I know everything. I think I know about 10% right now. Shoot, probably the further I go, wow, I think I knew less. But 10% is all I need to go. Right? All I need to go and head out down, right? So hopefully we've got all the questions. When did this platform, Mark said, when did this platform start? I believe GSP is about 2 years old. Kim, Nikki, or Carla, or anyone that knows, Cherie, anyone knows if I'm wrong, correct me. I believe it's for 2 years. Lydian World, if you're calling that part of the platform, that's been longer. That's been in the making for longer. And you can almost tell that it has been because it takes a lot to lay down the foundation. Different articles are starting to come out about this company that has acquired about 72 other companies. Like I said, 7,000 retailers are waiting, Rolls-Royce included. Different retailers are waiting, just waiting to, why? Because it's a space. It's where people are going to be. We as members get to be here first. Maybe I didn't say that loud and clear enough. We get to be here first. Fourth quarter of this year, it's open to the public. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it simple. Start with the certificates. But the key thing is start. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Nikki and Carla, Keith, Cherie, Warren, thank you. And all my other leaders, Brian Reed, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Let's run together. Let's make it happen. And we'll see you next Wednesday for training. But look out for actually, as we show you different places that you can see a presentation. There are presentations probably every day. You just got to know where they are. Get on Telegram and make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 types of people. It's how I end every presentation. People that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and people that don't know what's happened. Also like to say, money is not everything, but it's sure up there with oxygen. Have a good night.